Hey, what's up, people? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. Um, Still dealing with this Katina Powell mess, and you can add Corinne Steffen, aka Superhead. All right, and we'll refer to her as Superhead is because she's the one that started this kind of whorish behavior and women using the destruction of men that participate in such um, as financial gain for whorish behavior. Now, I think whatever happens to the men happens because one, they should never have been dealing with a black woman. If they haven't learned anything for Corinne Steffen, aka Superhead, is you don't deal with a black woman doing any kind of salacious things because she will not be loyal to you. The black woman isn't loyal to herself or her own man. I mean, think about it. They ain't even loyal to their own hair. They always have somebody else's hair on top of their head. So anybody with that kind of sick mentality that think that somebody else's DNA on top of their head is now their hair because they paid for it, something got to be wrong with them. All right, with that out of the way, all black athletes, I'm saying all athletes, but all black athletes at this point in the game should leave black women alone. I mean, period. Leave them alone. All right. You can't afford to deal with them. You really can't afford to deal with them. You really cannot afford to deal with them. They do not have your back. They will not have your back. We was looking at Lamar Odom and the thing with Chloe. What's her name? Well, y'all know her name, right? And this woman rushed back, not on camera, to see about him as he was going through his stuff. She stood by her man. I put up in a video a show where a black woman found the love of her life in college, and she could not find it in herself to transfer in order to. They got engaged, and she called off the engagement instead of transferring to be by her man. I think it was Sally Jesse Raphael, right? And she asked her, "You don't believe in stand by your man?" And the answer was no. She was like, I had to get my degree. So no, I didn't. She don't believe in standing by her man. And then she got her face broken when he said that he found somebody else. All right, so this is the kind of women that we are different dealing with. This is the kind of black women that this is what black women are turning into. If she ain't old school or old school minded, oh, you're gonna have hell in your hand. Now, in these clips, and one is ABC, ESPN, and Outside the Lines. This is how I became aware of a lot of this, right? This woman, Katina Powell, says that prostituting her minor daughters is okay. They wanted to do it. All right. So, two of her daughters were minors when all of this was going on. Now, look at the mindset of the black woman. Now, I dare one of you black women to have a problem with what I'm saying. White women don't do this too. They keep their stuff under cover. I ain't saying white women don't prostitute. Women prostitute. Black women just look to get rich off of it by outing everyone. They have no loyalty. They have no sense of pride within themselves. They have no sense of right and wrong, good and evil. So this woman, Katina Powell, says it was okay to prostitute her minor daughters. Two of them were minors, so she prostituted all three of them. It was okay, but in turn, she's destroying the men's basketball program, a particular black man, and then she's taking two students down with her, and she's doing it with pride and evil. She's having pride in evil doing. So, I mean, just take a look at these clips and I'll come back.
Side deals were sex, and if they wanted to make extra money, that's what the side deal was. Sex.
This morning, the woman at the center of allegations, the college basketball powerhouse Louisville Cardinals, three-time national champions, hired female escorts to woo recruits, breaking her silence, sharing lurid details of arrangements she claims were paid for by the team's former director of operations, Andre McGee.
Andre was the one who always had the money, passed out the money, made it rain, made the deals, paid for the deals.
Speaking exclusively to John Barr of ESPN's Outside the Lines, the self-proclaimed Madam Katina Powell penning a book breaking cardinal rules, saying she attended nearly 22 parties between 2010 and 2014, some on in-campus dorms, adding she and several other women, including 3 of her own daughters, participated in sex acts with recruits, team members, and even some of their fathers.
Andre would come to me.
Okay, so this is a warning to black athletes, athletic programs, and anybody else that decide to deal with these women that's dealing with any kind of large finances. First of all, that black woman looked pathetic. Everything on her was fake. She prostituted her 3 daughters. I mean, understand this, people. 3 daughters. Now, this was ABC that reported this, but I first learned about this from Outside the Lines. So they're getting some of their information from Outside the Lines. All right. Now, and ABC was able to get her to sit there and talk to her out of her own mouth. All right. So she's been prostituting her daughters, and 2 of them underage. Now, as she takes down the Louisville Cardinals, Rick Pitino, the players, and a black guy she's really mad at, this woman needs to be thrown under the jail. This woman needs to go to jail for being a madam. She's basically a female pimp. She is admitting to being a female pimp. Now, if all these things are corroborated, she should get the time in jail that a pimp gets. Understand that. These black women are here to kill, steal, and destroy. They come to kill, steal, and destroy. So, when it says in other ways get an understanding, let's be wise. This is a warning. This is a warning to black men with jobs. I don't know how we trust black women anymore. A lot of black women will be like, go on, girl. You will not see too many black women be against this woman. Most of them are clapping their hands. That's right, girl. That's right. All right. These women come to steal, kill, and destroy. All right. To steal, kill, and destroy. Understand that. Now, for those of you that have any kind of biblical knowledge, who else comes to steal, kill, and destroy? And the sad part is this woman is parading on a bunch of news shows, and she's also parading her daughters on news shows. Don't believe me? Take a look at this. This would be a compliment of Inside Edition. So she's been on Outside the Lines, ABC, ESPN. Now here's Inside Edition.
The lines. 2 of her daughters also appear on the program, and Powell makes the stunning admission that they participated in the parties too.
They wanted to do it. They begged me for years and years to allow them to do it.
As a mother, you didn't see any problems with your daughters
Well,
getting paid to have sex with these guys?
no, I didn't see it as a problem.
And she's just as outspoken about now being at the center of the sex scandal rocking college basketball.
None of this is made up. Like I said, I couldn't have made it up if I wanted to.
So here's my final thoughts with this, and this is probably going to be one of my short commentaries. This woman and her daughters, her whore daughters, are ecstatic and happy at what they've done. Y'all, we should put this on blast for as long as they grow up. There is no repentance in their hearts. But this woman is just downright evil. This is just straight up evil. A woman, I'm saying, this is evil. Straight up evil. A woman that could sit up here, parade her daughters in front of news media, do all the shows like she did something fantastic. And she's doing this for money. It's sad when black women have no redeeming quality. There is no redeeming quality in this woman. And I'm saying black women because I know that many, if not most, and when I say the vast majority out there support mess like this. This is where she gets ideas from. You look at all the news channels, you look at all the news that's going on and all the ratchet stuff that black women are doing. Evil. I'm not even saying bad anymore. I'm saying evil. How are good men supposed to trust black women? You can't unless you find one that separates themselves from the black women like this in every sense of the way. In every sense of the way of separation, of sanctification. Because these women are downright evil. I'm telling you, black man, I gave you a warning. Anytime a black woman tries to emasculate you, leave her alone to be by her dang self. Anytime a black woman tries to usurp authority over you, leave her alone by her dang self. Anytime things don't jive with her mentality, like she doesn't have a sense of good or bad, right and wrong, leave her alone. And this is what I mean by that. Ill-gotten gains are ill-gotten gains. If a woman says, oh, my last boyfriend, he was a thug and stuff, but he used to give me the money out of what he was, and she don't see nothing wrong with that, then you need to leave her alone. She has no morality. So what I'm saying now is it seems that more and more day by day that the Almighty is exposing the black woman, and they're not our black women. So don't get it twisted. There are some black women that are our black women, but most black women are not our black women. She now belongs to the white man. She now belongs to Satan. All right. So let's not get it twisted. Let's not look at ones that made a mistake or are making mistakes. There's a difference between evil and people that make mistakes. So there are some sisters that made mistakes, had sex with the wrong man, had produced a child, but her and that man is taking care of that child. The woman that goes and immediately try to put dudes on child support for one night stand, that's an evil woman. All right. A woman that tried to make something of something, all right, I'll give them a pass. But the child support system in itself is evil. All right. But we don't want to conflate somebody being evil with somebody making a mistake. We don't want to conflate a woman being evil with a woman making a mistake. This woman isn't making a mistake. She is downright evil. All right. Her daughters are going to grow up to be evil. If the white establishment that's about to punish Patino and the Louisville Cardinal basketball team and the other coach and maybe some of the players, if that establishment go after them black men and that white man for her mess, but not her, then it'll be about time for war. It'll be time for the Almighty to come through and just kill them all off. Period. Women like that need to die, and the Almighty need to come back and exact judgment. Remember, there's a difference between somebody doing something wrong, bad, making a mistake, and then there's evil. This is downright evil. And you know where she got this from? The idea? Superhead. That's right, Corinne Steffen. Superhead. This is Corinne Steffen's brainchild. Corinne told black women that it's okay to go do a whole bunch of evil sexual stuff. All right, then make yourself thinking you making yourself look good as a whore by outing all the guys you slept with, talking about how they do it and whatever and stuff like that. Another evil woman. I don't care what she trying to make of herself now. Another evil woman. So she got this idea from Superhead, and I guess she tried to be like Superhead. But this woman is admitting to crimes. So she need to go to jail with everybody else that's going to jail. All right. And she need to go to jail for participating in underage prostitution of her daughters. With that said, I'm out.